So it is about 9 AM on a Sunday morning. We're back at the Black Swan Classic Car Meet. So I think one of my favourite events, well, one of my favourite local events, and as you might expect, the turnout is already amazing, and well, we've only just gotten started. A little Mark III MR2 next to its a Japanese friend. I mean, he has a sunroof, so at least he's trying to be a convertible. Honda Civic with VTEC. That's probably a K20, well, turbocharged K20 with I think one of those blow-off pressure gauges things. But that MR2 does look very nice. And then I guess the perfect representation of the variety we get here. Kit car, slammed old 1950s truck. That is so low. So low. And a Porsche 550 Spider. Well, presumably a replica, but still very nice though. Check out the engine on this, I think it's a Ford. You can see the engine. That must be extremely loud. Check out this 240Z, this is clean. That is gorgeous. Oh. Black leather interior. This will be the 240, so it should have the 2.4 straight 6. This one may well be a bit larger. That does look a little bit larger than 2.4 litres, but then I'm not too knowledgeable on these old engines. But check out the triple Weber carburetors. Oh, this must sound glorious. Okay, favourite car of the show so far. That is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the mini Swedish section of the meet here. We have this old Volvo. I mean, I want to say 240, but again, I don't know my old Volvos. I think it is a 240 though. Probably quite an early 240 because it's on an X-Reg, so the 1981. But normally I sort of wouldn't give this a second glance, but it has a blue interior. Oh, I love cars with blue interiors, so that already gets some points in my book. And it is in very good condition. I mean, a few sort of rust scabs aside, but then it is now over 40 years old. It's in good condition, but used, I think, like daily driven. And next to it, a Saab 900, yeah, Saab 900 convertible. Turbo as well, with a grey leather interior. And some, well, probably fake wood, but the dials are good. I've always liked the dials on this era of Saab. These were kind of the last true Saabs before GM took over and started to, well, ruin them. But yeah, these are some of the last of the, I guess, proper Saabs, if you want to think of them in that way. So I saw this Mark 1 MR2 at the show a few months ago, but it was leaving as I got there, so I didn't really have a chance to have a properly good look at it. So hello to @Y4NZU on Instagram. But the sun, I should probably go around the other side, I think, because then I can see the inside better, because the sun is. Now I'm thinking this might be a Japanese import, because I think the badge, I know that Toyota had, in Japan they had different badges for their different models, so this might be a Japanese import. There we are, that's better. A fairly subdued interior, but still absolutely iconic. This one's a coupe rather than a T-top, which if I were to have one of these, that's probably the layout I would have, just because I don't need to worry about it leaking as much. But the question is this the 1.6 or is it the 1.5 carburetted? Probably the 1.6, I think, because it does look like a fairly high spec. So I think the 1.5s were a Japan only, or mainly Japan, a sort of base model. But either way, this one is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, another, well, this one is a Japanese duo, but they could not be more different. Well, actually, no, they could be, but they are very, very different. So on the left here, we have a completely standard UK market, I think, Toyota Supermark 4. So turbo one, so decently fast, although this one is an automatic, which, I mean, I don't blame the owner for that, because that's probably the only way that you can get in, well, I want to say affordable, but even auto Supras are stupidly expensive at the moment. But and yeah, these do actually look quite nice standard. I mean, I'm kind of the mindset that I like standard cars more than I like modified ones. So yeah, but anyways, I have to talk about this. This is a regular at the AutoZone AZ1. As a Mazda designed but built by Suzuki, with I think the same engine as you get in a Cappuccino. Of course, unfortunately today the Goldwing doors are not open, which is odd because it is a lovely day. But of course, to give it its full name, it is the Midship Double Overhead Cab Turbo Exciting Micro Coupe AZ1. So you know it's special. These are really cool, but I do not think that I would fit in one because I have quite long legs and the interior is very, very cramped, but very, very cool nonetheless. So yeah, any car that has a straight six, I'm instantly, any car that has a straight six that isn't a BMW, I'm instantly a fan of, and this Triumph GT6 has a straight six, so naturally I like it. Well, that, and it is a lovely, lovely looking car and a very nice example. So I think this Seat Avosa must have got lost on its way to Festival of the Unexceptional, because it would be a prime candidate for there. A white model on an S-Veg, which oh, but look at the funky seats. I don't know if you can see that, the funky pattern on the seats. But oh, it's an automatic as well. Wow. Now of course I think a lot of people incorrectly think that the VW Lupo came first and then the Seat Avosa was the Seat badge version of it, but actually no, this was a Seat designed car. The Avosa came first, and then VW turned it into the Lupo, which is still a very cute car, but that kind of stole the spotlight. I think, you know, when people think of the smallest VW group vehicle from around this time, they think of the Lupo and not the Avosa. But so I am very picky when I come to my older BMWs. I mean, there's a bunch of E30s down there which I could not care less for, but this E28 is very, very nice. I mean, I think this is the same colour and even the same wheels as the one that Rory has off Auto Alex, but this is not his exact one, sadly. He's not here today. And I know that because, well, A, this one is an automatic, and his, I'm pretty sure, is manual. And also his did start out life as a 528. I mean, it had the more modern 2.8 engine swap, but this is a 525E. So this must be, well, a 2.5 straight six, and probably they just switched from cards to fuel injection by that point, hence denoting the E. But yeah, the BMWs that were designed in sort of the mid to late 70s, to me, I think are the best looking. Like the CSL, the E28, even the E21 a 3 Series. I all prefer them to the 80s models that came afterwards. I mean, even the 6 Series, the 635 and stuff, that was, I think, designed in the late 70s, and they just have a bit more visual flair to them. I find the 80s BMWs a little bit bland, but these are lovely.